All right, today I'm going to be sharing my intention for my summer concerning my health. And this episode isn't meant for you to want to copy or think that you have to do the same thing as me, but I'm going to break it down into different areas. So as you listen to this episode, I want you to think, what do you need to be intentional about in each area? I want you to consider everything that's going on, all the stressors, everything, and really allowing yourself some time to sit and to write down and be intentional, because when we are intentional, that is where we are going to see change. And guys, I just want to tell you about my flash sale that I'm having. So if you sign up for my personal training app, you're going to get my course, Healthy Inside and Out, for free. And friends, I just want to tell you about my little flash sale I have going on. If you sign up for my personal training app by June 2nd, you're going to get my course, Healthy Inside and Out, for free. So this is for someone who is not sure what to do when it comes to their exercise. Maybe they want to make sure that they're doing exercises correctly. Maybe they have some old injuries and things they need to be careful about. This is for someone who wants everything laid out, their workouts, and really to have that support and accountability. This is for someone who also wants to work on some healthy habits, because we can put those healthy habits right into the app and I can see what you're doing and what you're being consistent with. And the course is a great place to really develop that strong foundation around nutrition. So you can start to nourish your body, really understand what sugar does to our bodies, but also work on having a better relationship with your body, being grateful for your body, and changing your mindset when it comes to food and exercise. The nice thing about the app is it's customized for you. You get to work out on your own time, so you don't have to do one-to-one sessions with me. And so it's nice when you're traveling, we can put more yoga workouts in. I have some body weight workouts. We can do band workouts so that you can still stay consistent during the summer. So this is not for someone if you're looking for private personal training, one-on-one meeting 3 times a week. This is for those who just want it all laid out for them so they can follow it at home and be able to message me and have that accountability and support. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me on Facebook or Instagram, and I would be happy to answer those questions. I can send back a voice note so I can answer a little more in depth on there. You can also set up a free call with me to make sure it's a fit for you. And after you guys sign up, you're going to get a free call, and this is where we're going to customize everything in the app for you. How many days a week do you want to work out? Do you want to do just strength training? Do you want to do yoga? What habits should you be working on? And we're going to get it all customized just for you. So check the description down below. Hi friends, and welcome to the Healthy Beyond 40 show. I'm Michele, mama 4 and military wife, and I'm passionate about helping women get healthy from the inside out so they can feel better and live their best life. Do you feel like you're struggling to lose weight and get in shape? If you're ready to develop healthier habits, exercise consistently, and lose weight sustainably, then you're in the right place. I combine my expertise from my doctorate in physical therapy to my experience as a health coach, personal trainer, and yoga teacher to bring you actionable steps for a healthy lifestyle. No magic pill here, so lace up those shoes and get moving. All right, so if you guys don't know, currently we live in Phoenix, so the summer here is like hot, 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 and there's lots of sunshine and very little shade. So my summer probably looks a lot different from most people. So in the summer here, when we are in Phoenix, I actually don't go outside and I'm actually walking less. It's sort of like our winter because it just feels like a hot oven is blowing air around, and it's hot in the morning and it's hot when you go to bed. But we are going to be traveling quite a bit this summer. So we're going to be doing a family trip up north, and then we're also going to be going to my family's house in the Midwest for 3 weeks. So during those times, I plan to walk and be outside a little bit more. Also with my family, my parents have a boat, so we do water skiing. So there's lots of movement in that. So as I'm going through this first piece I'm going to be talking about is thinking about my movement for summer. So when I'm not in Phoenix, I plan to hike, walk, and do some of those things more outside. When I am here, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bike a little bit more, especially more towards the beginning of summer before it gets hot, hot, hot. And because, you get that breeze on your bike, so it doesn't feel as terrible. I'm also probably will switch. I usually currently do a short walk in the morning, 15, 20 minutes, or maybe 30 if I have time. I'll probably switch to doing yoga in the morning because it feels really good to me when I can move my body. So movement piece. So think, how do you want to move your body this summer? So that's like the steps. That is just our bodies are meant to move. How are you going to get movement in the summer? The second piece is exercise. So currently I usually exercise 5 days a week. I've been doing 2 or 3 days of strength training and then 2 or 3 days of yoga. So I flip-flop what I do there, but I'm working on my strength typically 5 days a week during the week. And then on the weekend, we're typically like playing pickleball. We're doing some other things. Sometimes I will do a yoga on the weekend if I want to. So I'm really going to try to stick to this 5 days a week. The only time I know that's going to be a little more tricky is when we go on our family vacation up north. We're probably going to be outside a lot, doing a lot of walking. I probably will do yoga a few times a week. I don't travel with weights. If I want to, sometimes I will bring some bands, but I probably won't worry about it just for this family vacation. When I go to my mom's house, they have bands and weights and all that, so I'll definitely be able to keep up with my strength training when I am there. So think about you when it comes to exercise. So this is working our muscles. And then when I say exercise, I'm usually thinking strength training. So how can you still get strength training in the summer? And what do you want that to look like? Is there maybe a week where, like me, where I'm not going to worry about it that much because I know I'm going to be more active? I might do a little bit. Can you intentionally plan for that and know that? And then know the other rest of the time that you're going to keep working on that strength training. So what does it look like for you? What is that next little step for you when it comes to exercise? The next piece is nutrition. So for me, I have a pretty strong base of really eating healthy. So some things I'm definitely going to stick with is meal planning. I think it's key for all of us. So actually, grocery shopping and writing out our meals that we are going to eat that week. Even when we're traveling, especially when we travel, we have 4 kids. So a lot of times we bring food or we are like getting food from grocery stores. We eat out just a little bit, but we tend not to eat out too much. So really sticking with how almost I normally eat on vacations, we try to keep it a little more simple, but being intentional that I'm still eating healthy. I'm getting my protein. I'm getting plenty of fruits and vegetables, and especially drinking water too. In the summer, I will probably do more salads. In the winter, when it's cooler, we tend to do more soups. I'm just starting to get back into salads. And for those that are Costco shoppers, I found in the refrigerated section where they have the meats, they have this pack. It's rectangular of cooked and cut up chicken. And then it's divided into 10 individual pieces. I think it's 10. But that has been really great to throw on top of a salad, and it makes it really quick for a healthy lunch. So I like to add just some olive oil, balsamic vinegar. I might do pecans, tomatoes, just a couple things, and keep it pretty simple. So when I go to my mom's house for 3 weeks, she eats very healthy. So it's very easy to stay on track with making sure that I'm getting enough vegetables and not eating much processed food. So that part will be easy. So maybe for you, that's not when you go to family. When we go and visit my husband's family, it's not like that at all. So a lot of times I will just bring food for myself. So we might stop at Panera and get me a salad, and I will just take that. It might feel a little awkward, but I'm okay with it because I want to take care of my body and I know what makes me feel best. So maybe if you have a family like that, how can you be around them? Still prioritize yourself and take care of your body. And the other thing, nutrition-wise, I'm going to probably keep up with my green juice because it just makes me feel better. It has that clinical dose of ashwagandha. It has those micronutrients. I like Organifi's green juice. If you guys want to check it out, use the code HEALTHY20. There will be a link down below. I also like their gold. Sometimes I have that at night. I'm going to keep up with my fish oil. When I travel, usually I do the liquid fish oil. Zinzino also has capsules. So when we travel, I will take those so I don't have to worry about the liquid. And I'll definitely stick with the Extend from Zinzino to keep my immune system strong, especially as we're traveling. And my kids, man, last time when we traveled, my little one got sick and then we were going to have to fly back. And I was worried that it was going to be canceled if he was going to be sick. It worked out fine and he recovered. But definitely want to keep up with that strong immune support as we are traveling. And I'll share the links down below for Zinzino, They're one of my favorite companies for some really high quality supplements. So think about you. When it comes to nutrition, what do you need to do? Do you also tend to have more pitfalls when it comes to the summer, visiting people or vacationing, like sugar or drinking or different things? And how can you create some intention around that? What do you need for your body? What are you willing to let go of if you know something is not good for you? There may be a big emotional piece there that you might need to work through, but can you start becoming more intentional and living that life you want instead of just going on autopilot and eating and drinking those things just because it's been a habit? All right, so the last area is mind, body, mindset, but it's really this whole other piece that's so important to think about. So we've talked about movement, exercise, our nutrition, and we have to think about our mind, our self-care. So what I'm going to stick with is I usually get up in the morning and do a Bible study right away. So I'm going to stick with that during the summer. And I also typically have been going out for a walk, like I said. So as it gets too hot, I'll do some yoga and move inside. It's also so important to get outside each day. So even in the summer, when you wake up and it's like 90 or 100 degrees here and the sun is shining at like 4 a.m., it's still good to get outside. And I feel better. Science even shows us that we are just feel better when we are outside. So I sometimes in the summer would try to sit out on the front porch in the shade and have breakfast. So I'll definitely try to keep up with that so I can make sure that I'm getting some outside time each day. The other thing I do currently and that I'm going to try to stick to too is in the evening time before bed and before my husband and I have time to talk and catch up, I try to take some time to journal about the day. Sometimes I do my EFT tapping and I have some prayer time. And I'm really going to try to keep that time because that just puts me in a much better mentally space. It helps me to release things that have come up over the day so that I can then sleep better. Something else I do that I will stick with is I have my friend from where we lived before, and typically once a week we talk on the phone and we pray together. We'll keep this up. There might be some weeks where we don't do it over the summer, but that's still something, again, that makes me feel better when life gets stressful or when there's things up or whether or not things are hard. It always keeps pointing my life in the direction that I want to go. Another thing I do is typically once a week, my husband and I have a date. So definitely going to keep that up. That is really a source of fun. We didn't used to always go on weekly dates. My oldest is 17 now. So as she has gotten older and the rest of the kids are too, and we can leave them at home, we have really been prioritizing that. And it's really just fun. It's fun to go out and do things together. And sometimes we keep it simple and we might watch a movie at the house or do different things. But it really makes me feel so much better to have that time. And also, I'm a very introverted person, so time alone is also important. So I'm going to make sure that I'm having that time alone that I need. So for me, being very introverted, it's a pretty big bucket. I used to think like, oh, I got like this little bit of time by myself. That should be good. And it's not. So I know myself more now, and knowing that I also need that time alone to really rejuvenate too. So for you, what do you need to do when it comes to this mind, body, mindset area, self-care? What makes you feel better? Because when we feel better and we're taking care of ourselves, then that rolls into, I can do my movement, I can do my exercise, I can eat better. When we're not taking care of ourselves and we're not in a good space mentally, then we're not in that place to really work on our exercise and nutrition like we want to. So take some time, write some ideas down, and be intentional about your summer. Don't let it just slip away. You don't have to be hardcore or anything, but how can you be intentional? How can you prioritize you and take care of you? Thinking of these different areas: movement, exercise, nutrition, and that self-care, that mind-body piece. All right, guys. And I encourage you that if you want support along this journey, if you want an exercise routine laid out for you, if you want coaching from me, take advantage of the sale I have going on. There's going to be a link down below. You can get access to my personal training app, plus my course, Healthy Inside and Out, for free. And you can combine your exercise and nutrition and everything all in one. All right, friends, keep on moving. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day.